A boy gives money and says, "Today is going to be fun," but the girl is pointing towards asthma medicine. The boy says, "Just bear with it for a little while," but then stands up, gathers all his money and says, "If you want to die, then go ahead and die." But the woman, who needed the medicine, comes outside, picks up her bag and the medicine. She throws the money on the ground again, without even looking at it. This time, the little girl sees the money, picks up the medicine, and gives it to the woman. Her father is watching the money. He says, "Pick up the money and let's go." But the girl insists, "That woman's life is in danger. Let's help her quickly." They help the woman, and she thanks them. She tries to give them money, but the father says, "No, it was our duty to save a human life." The girl tells her father, "But we don't even have money to buy things." The woman then says, "Take this money," and hands it to them. The father accepts the money, thanks her, and they leave. Later a boy is waiting and says to the girl, "When is the madam coming? I've been waiting here a long time. I can't wait anymore." Just then, the man and the girl arrive. The boy taunts them and says, "You're not going to get the job." As he tries to move forward, he pushes the other boy down and says, "You can never get this job, you beggar." Then a woman, the same one from earlier, says, "Since you're here, we might as well ask you a question." As she turns around to look, the boy is shocked and regrets his actions. He says, "Are you?" She says, "Yes, I'm the one." The other boy says, "Do you know him?" She replies, "Yes." Then she says, "Listen, this job will go to this boy, because he has something called humanity, which you clearly lack." The rude boy says, "Please forgive me." She says sternly, "Silence! You have no trace of humanity. You have no value for a human life. Get out of my sight." Before he leaves, she even asks him to return the money. He gives it back and walks away. The woman then stretches out her hand and says to the kind boy, "The job is yours." He tries to hand over his documents, but she says, "There's no need. I've seen what kind of person you are. You are a wonderful human being and truly deserving of this job." The boy becomes very happy. When he goes outside, the children ask him, "Papa, what happened?" He first acts disappointed, but then surprises them by saying, "I got the job." He hugs the girl and says, "Now all your wishes will come true. Money should not blind a person. Humanity always comes first."